So much for joining me and for sharing the broadcast. To everyone who has done that, thank you. This is Maiyegun live, and from wherever you are watching from, yeah, it is another segment, especially the one that got me thinking. And I'm somebody who just, I think a lot. And when my thoughts and, all things comes together, I tend to love to share them with you because I ended up realizing that whenever I'm thinking about something, right, I'm not always the only person thinking it. And I'm going to share that with you tonight. I was reflecting on what the lawyer to Oloye Igboho told us, especially the detailed one he gave us last time, but not really detailed. From what he said, from that almost 24 minutes video interview with BBC, he kept saying that Benin Republic, until they got to the last judge, that the Benin Republic, never really told them what Oloye Igboho did. We all know why Oloye Igboho was traveling through Benin Republic. And the only time he could have probably been in Benin Republic couldn't be more than, 2 hours or an hour. But his lawyer didn't tell us. He said their preparation was for defense of Oloye Igboho to stop Nigeria from, extraditing him to Nigeria. And that was what they were defending from the first judge, the second judge, until they got to the third one, who now told them, according to him, they were surprised with the new allegation. And he kept saying, it's a serious allegation. And that was why that judge said they should send him to their own jail. We might all have been, caught up in the frenzy of Albert Taylor Kiari. But I've been thinking too, that even if we have to chase them down like thieves that they are, yeah, we shouldn't also forget some things that we are not paying attention to, or probably we are not paying attention to enough. That lawyer didn't tell us what exactly they told him in that court. And that gets me or makes me worry. It makes me worry because just a few days after that court judgment, right, Burataye the Butcher and many others presented their letter of accreditation to the president of Benin Republic. And I bet you, top on the agenda will be how to get Oloye Igboho back to Nigeria. And because I'm thinking, I am not here to raise your fear. I just want you to be consciously ready for any surprise. Because I was wondering that the general impression was that Interpol intercepted him. Interpol, on the request and order of Nigeria. Then how that changed to a crime in Benin Republic. He is never wanted in Benin Republic. He has never lived in Benin Republic. Yeah? So what crime could he have, what are they cooking up that they are going to try to make a stick? And they keep telling us their own law is not like Nigerian law. Their court is not like Nigerian court, but it is still an African court. So I want us to really pay attention to this. And in fact, if the lawyer to Oloye Igboho get to see my video, and for those of you who probably get close, so close enough to those lawyers, it will be better for them to come clean. Whatever they told them in that court, they have prompted the judge to say they have to reinvestigate. And he himself telling us that it was a serious one, it's a serious one. It is now Benin Republic versus Oloye Igboho. We know how they can play the game, but we shouldn't be caught unaware. All of us must not be caught unaware. We shouldn't go to bed and say, well, we have lawyers handling it in Benin Republic. Lawyers who knows how sensitive this case is. Lawyers who actually knows that millions of people are following this told us that we shouldn't be worried in a way because the problem now is not about extraditing him to Nigeria, but it is another crime the Benin Republic is accusing him of. I am curious, and for the first time, I am worried. They are not telling us the truth. And I know how they can twist and change things, right? And it is always better for us to be prepared for any eventuality. What do I mean by that? If they do their abracadabra, right? I want you to know that if they eventually have to bring Oloye Igboho back to that Nigeria, then the showdown should be there. It should be. And another thing is that, you see, those legal team of Oloye Igboho in Benin Republic, yeah, I am not trying to discredit them, whatever they are holding back. Whatever the Benin Republic is accusing Oloye Igboho for, we shouldn't. So far, they've told his lawyers, and they said they are putting their defense together for it. That shouldn't be kept secret from us. Or maybe I'm the one who is so late on it. But something is not right. Something is going on. And yes, this is August. They have done enough damages. They've killed people, right? Yes, they have done that. And whatever the Benin Republic is pulling, whatever string they are pulling, I want us all to stay focused. This is the new month. Tomorrow is a new day. And they have told us that, yes, their judge sent them back, but they didn't tell them when they are going to go to court again. We have no idea what that case or what that accusation is now. Or they are trying to play a smart one, which will eventually, because we know that legally they can't take him back to Nigeria. But Africa is Africa. And I'm not putting my bet on that. Same thing going on in Abuja. You all saw what happened on the 26th of July when we expected Nnamdi Kanu to be brought to court. It was them who asked the court to pick a date. The court picked the date, right? Notified all parties. On the 26th of July, Nnamdi Kanu is nowhere to be found. Then that raised suspicion too. The last time his lawyer met him, he told us about they told us about his health, his heart, and his heart condition, the torture, the bruises on his wrists, and so many other abuses, assault they have unleashed on him. And he asked that he should be allowed to see a doctor. That wasn't approved. And after that, they never allowed him to see his lawyers anymore. The United Kingdom Embassy in Nigeria, the UK consulate in Nigeria, decided to give Nnamdi Kanu consular legal assistance as expected of them. That too was denied. But then I started wondering, upon all of that, yeah, Bokwari is in London. Kenyatta is in London. Have you seen their picture where Kenyatta was greeting Bokwari? I saved that picture somewhere, but I didn't bring it on my show tonight. The abuses, the denier back home, raised suspicion too. Could there be something going on as well that we should all focus on too? You know, one thing I suspected before we came to this, I remember telling you then that when they attempted to kill Nnamdi Kanu, and he managed to escape from them, and they also, carried out this extraordinary rendition of kidnapping him from Kenya. Yeah, I said before they did that, every other thing that happened prior to that seemed more like a setup, an arrangement in order for them to justify whatever crime they still plan to commit, like what they did when they kidnapped him. Unknown gunmen. Who are the unknown gunmen? The unknown gunmen is the creation of the Nigeria military plus Nigeria DSS, and people are now telling us about Abba Kyari's involvement in the creation and sustenance of unknown gunmen. So they created that. And from nowhere, we all know that IPOB have been very peaceful, even in the face of, unprovoked attack, killings of their members by the Nigerian police force and by the Nigerian military. There was never a time that they even protested to like any protest. They never stage any protest or any violent riot or anything. They still come out the next time singing, dancing, asking for their Biafra. Then suddenly, they said unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria that has the capacity to attack police station, take the guns away, attack police checkpoints, military checkpoints, to the point that they attacked the federal prison that is surrounded by all the security headquarters in Imo State. Then that started making sense that it was all set up so as to justify the genocide that is already planned just before all of this. They did it so well, but they couldn't hide their hand from it. And I told you that I said it was a setup to make you think, finally, people are fighting on your behalf, but they are not. It was a setup enough to distract you and make you agree with them if they kill any Biafran. And they did. And guess what? Many people agree with them because the people they gave gun to, called unknown gunmen, right? At the moment they had the access to the eastern Nigeria, their unknown gunmen became their own, they became assassins. People they send after people they want killed in order to trigger the invasion, the regular invasion that will lead to massacre, genocide of the Biafrans. This has been ongoing for a long time. So that they can have a document, they can have, because the first time they had Nnamdi Kanu, they had nothing. They told the whole world that he was planning to break away from Nigeria. He was bringing in weapon, this and they said, where is the weapon? They said it was Radio Biafra. That is bringing a weapon that will divide Nigeria and break up Nigeria. They said, what's the weapon? Where is the weapon? They said Radio Biafra equipment. That's not a weapon of breaking up a country. So they decided to stage endless attacks, arson, raising security level in eastern Nigeria to the red level, so that they can now go back and say, can you see now? Look at them. And that's what they seem to have achieved. They have killed innocent people, young men and women, killed in their sleep, simply because they are looking for unknown gunmen. And who is that man doing the yeoman job for them? Abba Taylor Kiyari, a murderer. And he actually really enjoys it, because that is why they call him the Super Cop, the Robocop. So I said it was a setup. Now, they decided to go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, which they did. They kidnapped him back to Nigeria, and they rearranged their accusation, they arranged their allegation, so that they can now say, he is the one sponsoring unknown gunmen, when all evidence shows that the unknown gunmen are sponsored by the Nigerian police, the Nigerian military, the joint operation of the Miyetti Allah, bringing in the repentant Boko Haram terrorists. Don't let that sound like a conspiracy theory to you. Those who have encountered them will tell you that when you meet those who committed this crime, you will see them with the guns from the Nigerian military. The guns, just same guns you will see with the bandits, with the terrorists. Same guns, marked with the Nigerian military logo. And they have never arrested any unknown gunmen. What have they done? They started picking up innocent people. And if you ever identify as IPOB member, they will pick you up. So Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. They said he's wanted. Now bring him to court. Now bring all your charges. Now let his lawyers see him. Let them build their case around that. Now let the case begin. But no, there won't be any case. Just what they did to El Zazaki. And I've just been told that El Zazaki is going to be sent back to jail because Kaduna Littlefinger, El Rufaya, they are charging him again for another crime, just the same one they accused him of. Do you also know that it wasn't Bukwari that kept El Zazaki in jail? It was El Rufaya of Kaduna, who felt like the Shiites will not obey his own rule as governor. Therefore, he needed to, to teach them a lesson. Collaborated with Buratai the butcher, killed over 1,400 of the Shiites in 2015, right? El Rufaya, the Kaduna Little Finger, helped the Nigerian army to bury the bodies of these innocent people in shallow grave in Kaduna. That was what they used to mark the first time of El Rufaya. Now, El Rufaya has put up together a package again to send him back to that jail. That's what they do. Right? Why are they hiding Nnamdi Kanu from courts? I remember when somebody told me, and they said, Maiyegun, we know our Maazi. We know how Maazi Nnamdi Kanu talks. And we will know if they decide to bring one masked person to court, that will begin to look dumb, that will begin to look surrendered, conquered, and broken, that they will resist it. Because they know Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing you can do to stop him from talking to his people, because these people will come, even if you put all the armor tanks everywhere, they will come. They will show up. If you decide to try him under the ground, they will find means, they will show up. And he is going to talk to them. So what are they hiding? So we should be worried. And this pressure that we are mounting from outside Nigeria, especially on those that we believe could help mount more pressure on the individual characters involved in all this carnage, all these criminalities. We are doing that. The same DSS, from the report we also received, from the lawyers, from the lawyer representing the Odua 12, the Yoruba Nation agitators, the Yoruba Nation campaigners, picked up at Oloye Igboho's house, 12 of them. The same DSS has refused to produce them in court. The same DSS. Now, I've also been told that you remember the Lagos 49, our people arrested in Lagos on the 3rd of July. You remember them? The court has granted them bail. And as you are watching this video, with a video I saw last night, Lagos State government is still yet, or Lagos State police is still yet to release them. And I am surprised that everywhere seemed calm, right? Then I started reading the news this afternoon. Then I read it somewhere where they said Arewa group want Bukwari to proscribe Afenifere for supporting Yoruba Nation. And they should proscribe Afenifere as a terrorist organization. In Nigeria, the same Miyetti Allah came and said, Ohaneze Ndigbo is a terrorist organization and should be proscribed. Yet, these are the guys protecting terrorists, granting amnesty for terrorists, and negotiating for kidnappers. They are middlemen for terrorists in Nigeria. And everywhere is calm. I understand the supports are given to Oloye Igboho, which is simply called the solidarity support. Somebody said Iba Gani Adam could do more because he really has a real connection with the people of Benin Republic. I'm talking about the who is who. They are politicians. They are, the movers and shakers of that place. Why is Igboho still in jail? And why should he even be in one in the first place? After what really happened? Somebody sent me a message. That message, right, is what you have seen before. Okay. or many of you may not have seen it. It's a long video, and I'll share it with you, just for a start.
Oh my God. This is my school. This is where I studied in 90s. We live here like heaven. Look at my room. Look at my room. Look at what Yobe State government is doing. Look at a school in Yobe State government. This is Pika Government Secondary School for Tosco. Look at how they abandoned this school. And this is where students are living. In the name of student. Yeah, this school is existing. It's existing. This is the hostel where it's a boarding school. These are where the students are living. Look at it. Look at it by yourself. Look at it. Huh? And somebody will be happy that he's a governor. Yeah? Moving with convoy of cars. With siren. Yeah? Spending the state money with his family. Yeah? And he can be able to sleep with his 2 eyes closed. What a shame. What a shameful government is this. What a shameful government is this. They have abandoned the school, allowing the students to sleep here together with snakes, as if they are animals. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the toilet. Oh my God. Look at the toilet by yourself. This is the toilet where human being is using in Nigeria at 21st century. Look at it. Look at it by yourself. Yeah? Oh my God. What's the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Yeah? I think today is 22.
Yes, 22nd July.
22nd July 2021 that I'm making this video. Look at the school. Look at how they abandoned the hostels. Look at. This is where we study. When we are studying here, everything is working perfectly. Yeah? During the military era. But today we are in politics. These people, they call themselves politicians. They are saying that the military should go. Military should go. That they want to make Nigeria better. Okay, look at what they make this school to be. Look at how this school to be. This is a school that when we are studying here, people from different states are coming here. It's one among the best schools in Yobe State. Exactly. But today, look at it.
That's Yobe House.
Look at it. This is Yobe House. Look at this Yobe House. Look at this. All the hostel. I'm calling on the old boys student of Pika Government Secondary School to share this video, to make this video viral, for the world to know how the Yobe State government abandoned the school in order to intervene. I'm calling on the international community, people that care about Western education, for the indigenous of Yobe State to be able to get Western education, to come and assist, to come to our aid, because the government has abandoned us to our own fate. We have nothing to, nowhere to go. A state, there is no opposition, nobody to talk to them. There is no media in this state. They do what they want. There's nothing, nobody can challenge them. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. For God's sake. And the governor is there parading himself, saying that he is a national party, APC national party at the same time, a governor and APC national party at the same time. Look at the school in his state. He's the one going from one state to other to call other people to come and join APC in the name of politics. But look at what the school look like in his state. He abandoned this school. Look at where students are living. What's the meaning of this? Look at the hostel. That's Gongola House. That's Yobe House. This Ghana House. This Ghana House. See, this Benue. Former Benue. That's Niger. That's the end. Niger. That's Niger State House. What's the meaning of this? Look at how they abandoned this school. Look at Benue House. Look at how they abandoned this school. Yeah? For God's sake. The students have to abandon the hostel now, have to abandon the dormitory for them to begin to sleep inside the classroom, because all the roof of the dormitory, all the roof, everything has collapsed. Look at how they abandoned the school. Look at it. Because
now, look at that and think about 36 states or 774 local government areas. And just imagine what it is like in your community as you are watching this video. Good enough. Some community, you know, old student associations, some community schools are being taken care of by the old student associations and all of that, because everybody just have to lap along to survive. This is what prompted the Yoruba nation agitation, something to give the Yorubas a new direction, something to give us a sense of belonging, where we have a say in how we are governed. That is not too much for anybody to ask for. But with these criminals who want to continue to control Nigeria, calling the Southerners who are asking us to defend ourselves, you see, when they ask that what is the offense of Oloye Igboho, what is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu, they will tell you that their only offense is because they called their people to stop the invading Fulani terrorists from gaining ground. That is their only offense. But when you look at the criminals who are telling you that Nigeria unity, Nigeria, blah, 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 is non-negotiable, go back to where they come from. You will see that they are only telling you that they want to make every part of Nigeria just exactly like where they come from. And they are so braggy about it. They will tell you how great they are doing, how great Bukwari has turned the whole place, their region over. But just picture it in your head. I picked something up as well, and it has to do with how much damages this criminal, Bukwari and APC, Egbekegbe, have done to you. And they have done to the generations coming. The generations coming after us, they will never forgive many of us. Trust me. With what Bukwari has done and APC, Egbekegbe, with what they have done so far, to the economy, to the people, the damages, the ruins, it will take decades to come back from it. So why should we have to wait for decades to be part of the recovery of Nigeria when we can start ours afresh? Look at this. When they came in 20, excuse me, when the democracy started in 1999, right? Obasanjo came in. The total debt of Nigeria then was 28, external debt to $28.04 billion. The exchange rate was 98 naira, 20 kobo. The local debt was 795 billion in 1999. Who are those who looted the 28 billion? They were the Fulani criminals. Started from Babangida to Abacha. Well, it started from Bukwari to Babangida to Abacha to Abdusalami Abubakar. When they destroyed everything, looted everything, completely ransacked everywhere, then they gave the power to Obasanjo from the south. So with a debt of 28 billion. So in year 2000, the debt goes up. As you can see on your screen, the exchange rate under Obasanjo, by the time Obasanjo was leaving in 2007, the exchange rate of a dollar to a naira was 116 naira, 80 kobo to a dollar. While the total external debt of Nigeria was put at 2.11 billion. Right? The local debt, Obasanjo met it under 1 trillion. He left it at 2.17 trillion local debt. You remember Obasanjo paid the debt of that 28 for 20-something billion. That's a story for another day. However, now, under Bukwari, in 2015, when Bukwari came in, the total external debt of Nigeria was $7.35 billion. The internal debt was around 8.84 trillion. The exchange rate, naira to a dollar, was, 197 naira to a dollar. Within a year, Bukwari's government borrowed $500 million to start with external debt. Bukwari's government increased local debt from 8.8 trillion to 11.606 trillion. Just within a year. It's not up to a year. It was just like about 6 months. Now, by 2017, the external debt of Nigeria has doubled from 7.3 billion in 2015 jumped to 14.8 billion in 2017, 2 years. And same with the internal debt. That just jumped up to from 8 trillion to 12 trillion. Now, let's go to 2020, this year. The external debt of Nigeria that borrowed under Bukwari is put at 28.57 billion, while the local debt is put at 16 trillion. The exchange rate is put at 381, which is not right, by the way. It's 525 naira to $1 now. But let's compare again from the local debt per president. Obasanjo left a total debt of 2.4 billion external debt. 2.42 trillion internal debt for 8 years. Yaradua came in, took the debt to 6.17 trillion for just 2.5 or 3 years. Goodluck Egbere Jolantan doubled it to 12 trillion. Bukwari just followed Jonathan's step from 12 trillion just to 26.9 trillion, 91 trillion naira. That's your local debt now. The total external debt of Nigeria is now put at, with Bukwari's 20 billion, 27 billion borrowing and all of that, is now put at a total of $105 billion. By the time they break the debt down, as we put it today, they said individually, if truly the population of Nigeria is 205 million people, then with the debt of Nigeria, every one of us, both local and the foreign debt, if they put them together, we are all owing, well, every one of us is now owing debtors, or the creditors rather. We are owing them over 500,000 naira each. Now that the dollar is 520 naira to $1, it simply means by the end of this year, and Bukwari is done with all of you, every one of you will be owing more than 1 million naira to debtors. It's just to bring a ship. They will bring a ship to Apapa, and they will start packing everybody. If you fail to pay your debt, now there they will carry you. Maybe not China, maybe not wherever they are going to end you. Some people will say that will be fine, Maiyegun. I would rather go, but you have no idea. Okay, you have no idea what that simply means. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, Bukwari is going to completely destroy Nigeria beyond repair. Abacha did it. People didn't believe that people will recover when Abacha was in charge. Okay, people didn't believe that Nigeria will ever recover again. But they gave it to Obasanjo, who went all over the world begging people to forgive Nigeria for these looters, these criminals who stole everything. The Fulani criminals. So Obasanjo was begging. While Obasanjo was busy begging people to forgive Nigeria, Atiku was building political base for another Fulani takeover. And you know how that went, by the way, for Obasanjo. But look at the criminals who once threatened the whole country. They told all of us then that Nigeria breakup is imminent. Northern leaders threaten Nigeria. Now, Obasanjo be president when they threatened this. Are you with me? Obasanjo, Yoruba man, year 2000. Obasanjo was just, Obasanjo was just about 8 months or 9 months into democracy. They couldn't wait. See Bukwari, see them. They came up and they said a breakup of Nigeria is imminent, because that was the first time since 1984 that another person will actually take over Nigeria, and these jobless, unproductive criminals will have to go and find something else to do. Remember, the moment they kicked Bukwari out, he couldn't do anything with his life. Education, he no get. Why many people went back to school after, Obasanjo actually went back to school anyway, you remember? So where many people tried to find, some went into foundation to help people. Bukwari went back to his, cows, the 150 cows he had in 1984. The 150 cows they said he had in 1984, 150 cows in 1994, 2004, 2014. But in 2014 and 2015, they still presented the cows, 150 cows. Unproductive elements. because that's what they live on. They live off the government. Okay, so if you remove them from Nigeria, they will be worse than those Alimajiri children you are seeing about. They will become kidnappers themselves. They will become the kingpin of kidnappers in Nigeria. No wonder they are the kingpin, the sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria. But because they are in power, who is going to probe them? Who is going to ask them? Nigeria is ruined. Nigeria is ruined, completely negative. And you see, the consequences of that is that our people are going to continue to live in poverty. Our people are going to continue to suffer and to live, with lack. Our children will never get a real qualitative education they deserve. Our infrastructural development will continue to be stagnant and delayed, substandard, because the arrangement that we are into as a people is not an arrangement that is in our interest. It's a servitude arrangement. Just live to survive until you die. Then you don't have to worry about anything anymore. That's the arrangement. An arrangement that allows these criminals to borrow money in the name of Nigeria, and the rest of you will have to be paying for it. They borrowed and borrowed and borrowed to the point that when they write budgets, imagine that 40% of your budget going into debt servicing. How do you then have money to develop your education? How do you have money to develop your communities and then, create jobs? How do you even have money to run your economy in any way? How do you get money to pay those who work, who will never get paid? How? When you use 40% of your mega money to service debt, not even pay back debt. 4.3 trillion naira to pay back debt. So to service debt servicing. Who would prosper like that? How will you succeed like that? Then you will remain a poverty capital of the world. Then the Yorubas, who knows that we have the capacity to be better. Now they are telling you that they don't trust you. They can't trust you with power anymore. And I told you, if they come up with any fraudulent arrangement and they tell you that, a Southerner is going to be your next president for peace, and you fall for it, just give that Southerner, just give him or her, just give them just a year. If they will let them at least breathe for that 1 year, then you'll be wondering what will happen, because you see all of them that are keeping quiet today, all of them that are not talking about the terrorism, all of them watching the bandits being graduated, rehabilitated, and being paid, all of them keeping quiet, right? All their cleric, you will see them start crying in their mosques again. And they will be blaming that Southerner for not being able to protect them. And if that Southerner gives order that they should kill these bandits and terrorists, Boko Haram and gang that harmed them, protected them for 8 years, they will say it is an attack on the North. And how do you come out of that kind of miserable existence? Why should you be part of that miserable arrangement? Why should we be part of that? So if you can't see that far, I understand. Many people didn't see this far when Boko Haram said that Nigerians have given them another opportunity. And now Nigeria will know better, right?
We got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Because many of you who didn't know then, change, next devil. Now you are counting the bodies. Just in 2 months, really. They killed over 500 human beings, kidnapped over 1,000 human beings. And that's the regular now. You just read about it every day and you just feel like, 10 people killed, 20 people killed. Again, some people are even going on social media to say, now their business, now family business, Maiyegun. It is not family business. Same way they are killing them in that part of their country, they are killing our own people too. But guess what? They are doing everything to bury those stories, bury them seriously. Like politicians are doing their best in that southern Nigeria to bury most of this story, to make them look like they are just being exaggerated. It's not a family business. They are killing innocent people, and the killers are smiling to the bank. Imagine this, the Bethesda student kidnapping I'm sorry, those children kidnapped in Niger. You remember them? Over 100 of them, they said they were kidnapped. Their families paid, well, one of those who went to pay them ransom, they kidnapped him and they kept him for like a week. Finally, they pay ransom to release that one. Now, they now said, with the money they brought as ransom for those children, it's not enough. They need another 28 million naira, and they will get it right before our eyes. Money, Nigeria naira, moving up and down into the hands of terrorists who are using the money to buy weapons. And those who are telling us, who are asking us to stand up on our feet and stand up and defend ourselves, are being hunted down. And the criminals who are shielding other criminals in northern Nigeria, they are telling me and you to agree with them to sell our brothers so that we can watch them, kill our brothers, kill our sisters, blame them in death, and ask you and I to join them in blaming them. But right before our eyes, we will see them protect terrorists, defend them on national TV, solicit for them in their defense. Somebody said Oloye Igboho is in house arrest. I will be happy if that is true. But listen, I don't like making things up myself. I don't like making things up just because I want to feel good. The thought that came through my mind today, thinking and analyzing that interview of that lawyer, and another lawyer who also gave an interview, different from the one that gave interview to the BBC. I played the two videos on my desktop just this afternoon, and I was analyzing them, just sitting down here, and I'm like, what is he keeping back? What is he holding back? Why can't he just tell us that this is what Benin Republic is charging him for? And people who really want to help can be able to say, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm not going to sit down here and say he is now inside house arrest. I agree with my friend who said, it is for his own safety. I agree that it can be for his own safety, okay? But he didn't come to Benin Republic to live in Benin Republic. He was transiting Benin Republic. So whatever they have on him should be dropped ASAP and let him go on for his to take care of himself. His lawyer said he sustained injury when they attacked his home. He sustained injury, which means they need a medical attention, a medical examination. So whatever they have on him, the question is this: Oloye Igboho is not a criminal, and whatever they are pushing there, what are they holding back? He's a serious ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó lágbára gan ni, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó lágbára gan, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ṣẹ̀yẹn, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ òfin Benin ni, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ òfin Benin ni, kí lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ náà? That's what I'm asking. I don't know if you have heard it, and I don't want you to make things up. Don't join them in making things up like maybe. Don't choose maybe. But you heard him. He said, when we got to that judge, we were surprised that they said it's another case entirely. And we're like, okay. The report we received was that he was stopped by the Interpol, whose job is to arrest anybody declared wanted by any country, investigate them, take them to court, so that the country who is looking for them can come in and then submit extradition order through that country, and they can take that person to the country that declared him wanted. That was what happened. Oloye Igboho was in the airport. He was at the airport. And he couldn't have spent more than an hour or 2 hours in Benin Republic. So the lawyer said they got in front of the judge and they were surprised with the new thing they were bringing up. Okay, what is that thing? Òfin Benini, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ṣẹ̀yẹn, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó lágbára gan ni. It's a very serious crime in Benin. What is it? Tell us. That's what I want to know. So that we can say, okay, oh yeah, now Africa won't start to. We know the journey of Oloye Igboho to Benin. Yes, we do. And now that we know that, if he's violated any of the Benin Republic immigration rules or immigration law, that is not a serious crime. When it comes to somebody who is running for his life, who can easily just claim a political asylum in that same place by walking into any embassy in that place. But he had no intention of coming to Benin Republic. So whatever that arrangement is, if they don't tell us, and they say they are putting together a defense for him, then you and I will just be shooting blank. I don't like shooting blank. Trust me, I don't. That's why I don't make things up. And that's why I said, when I felt worried about it, that I know that I'm not alone. There are other people who feel like, Maiyegun, what is it they are? People are asking me. And I'm asking others, they said they didn't tell us. Tell me now, what is it? They didn't tell us. They just said they are waiting for that other judge to start the investigation of what? That's what we want to know. And I think I have that influence to make them tell us why they are holding Oloye Igboho in the next few days. I think I have that influence. I can make them tell us. Because we deserve to know. All we know is that he was transiting. So what is that Benin law? Is from a West African country. They said his lawyer told us, because I would rather use his word now. He told us that, forget it, there was no Benin Republic passport found in his possession. Nothing. What they found on him was his Nigerian passport, the resident card of Germany, and the German passport that belonged to his wife. So what is that Benin law? What is that Benin crime? What is that thing in Benin? But I suspect something, and I'm not comfortable with it. And that's why I'm sharing that with you tonight. So we want to know. We deserve to know. You see those lawyers, if they see my video, they should tell us, oh, they should tell us. In Nigeria, they said they are charging our 12 brothers and sisters for gun running and for attempting to cause public disruption. Now, that is very clear, Abi, even though you and I know that is a lie, Abi. So a lawyer can defend and say, yo, no, this is rubbish. What do you mean by gun running? What's all this? You know, all those things they think is their own evidence can be trashed. That is why they don't want to bring them to court. The day they bring them to court is the day they are going to release them. But can you and I, without speculation, can you and I say, now that the lawyers came out and said, when they got to that judge, the judge said the case has nothing to do with Nigeria. The lawyer said there is nobody that represented Nigeria in that case. And Nigeria did not send any letter. There is absolutely nothing from Nigeria in that court. And when they got to that judge, they presented them with a new case that, according to the lawyer, surprised them. But you spent 24 hours telling us about how they tried to fight this, how they did this, how they did that, blah, 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 blah. But you couldn't use just 20 seconds of that 24 minutes to tell us what is that thing the judge said he did. We deserve to know. And I'm asking you to use all your own influence everywhere. We deserve to know. We have to press those lawyers, whatever they are holding back. We deserve to know. When they did extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, what happened? When his lawyer met him, he gave the lowdown of what happened. The lawyer came out and he gave us the step-by-step of what happened, so that we don't have to make things up. We don't have to assume. Now that they won't let him see his lawyers anymore now, can you see that we are beginning to assume again? What is going on? Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Whatever you said you are looking him for, for the past 2 years, right, or 3 years. Now you have him. Bring out your case. Bring him to the court. Let his lawyer see him. Why would they not bring him to court? Why would they not let his lawyer see him? Something is not right. And this is August, A lot is going to happen this month. And I don't feel comfortable. I have to tell you, And this is the first time I have to say it publicly that I feel something is wrong and something is going on, and they will put this stunt on us, and this will shock us and shake us if we are not mentally and consciously be prepared for it. What do I mean by that? What if you wake up tomorrow, Monday, and surprisingly they say, yeah, Oloye Igboho has been taken back to Nigeria? What would be your reaction? Depression? Shock? Sad? Total dejection or what have you? This is what I am feeling, and I don't feel good about it. If the lawyers can't tell us what they want to defend Oloye Igboho for, then we have to remain in the dark. And then we have to wait for a surprise, a shock, something that will probably put many people. Since this happened, I know many people who have been looking for the very vital information that can just assure them that Oloye is fine. I agree that he's fine right now, but I don't like that kind of fine. I don't like that kind of, Oloye Igboho is comfortable, he's okay. I don't like that kind of okay. That's an undefined okay. And that's how they will tell you it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Until they will drop the bombshell. Nothing should happen to him. And this calmness, this quietness, makes me uncomfortable. I don't mean to make you feel same. But Iba Gani Adams, if you are watching my video, if you ever see this video, there is more that is still coming. There's a lot coming. There are many, many of you that are still going to be targeted. Many of you that are going to end up just like what they are doing to Oloye Igboho. And if you don't see it yet, and your muteness and quietness and all of that is your own way of saying you are in charge, this is new month, though. This is new week, oh. We want to see Oloye Igboho out of wherever they lock him in that Benin Republic before the end of this week. We want to see that happen. He didn't kill anybody. He did not commit any crime. If there's anything at all, if there's actually this world charter, United Nations charter, this charter, that, if they really do exist and potent enough, Nigeria should be putting together all the resources of compensation and appeal team, people that will beg Oloye Igboho and beg the Yoruba people for what they have done to us. But Nigeria is not a country, so they are hunting an innocent man. And whatever they are doing to him, they are doing it to the over 70 million of us. Forget about those Abobakus, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Atifnumbu, that they said is in America, receiving surgery. Well, they said it's fine. It will soon be back. No wahala. Your Tifnumbu, by the time they remove the shock, by the time they remove the shock from this, from his base, and they watch him crash, just what they tried to do with what they did with Saraki yesterday. Many, many people are already lined up for either to be completely exterminated or to be sent to their own jail, because they have built a lot that are going to keep many, many of you. And when you try to run like anything, you will see how they are going to come for you too. So if you are a Buhari idiot, or let me say if you are a Lagos Abobaku, or if you are from Oshogbo, the Oshogbo Alimajiri and the rest of you, right? And you think what they are doing to Oloye Igboho right now doesn't concern you, just wait till December. If you live long enough that much, okay, before December, you will realize and see the picture of exactly what Oloye Igboho saw, and many, many people saw, and call for the harmony, the unity, the coming together of the Yoruba people, the bond, the force that can defend and resist all these murderers. Now, then you will see what he saw. And for those of you who are laughing now, you won't be laughing then. We call on the goodwill people, please. Let them tell us what is the offense of Oloye Igboho, so that we can know where we mount our pressure in a way, and we can feel better. I mean, we prefer something better than what they are doing to him right now. He's done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong. And it breaks hearts that we let this happen to him at all, in the first place, that we allow this to happen to him. But guess what? Posterity will judge everybody, especially those who have the capacity to team up and stop this, but chose to let it go this bad. But again, we want those who have been doing it to do more now. Oloye Igboho does not deserve to be wherever they are keeping him now. It doesn't. And same thing. I know that my Biafran brothers told me earlier that there's going to be a weekly lockdown in Biafra land. It seems that IPOB are beginning to speak the language that the politicians in the eastern Nigeria will understand. And what do I mean by that? Immediately that announcement came, there has been a lot of uproar from the eastern Nigeria. Even Ohaneze came out and said that would be too hard on the people. The southeast governors, they've also managed to come out. Maybe they are speaking in their usher's tones, right? They managed to come out to say again, that would be so disastrous for our economy. But the killing of young men and women, destructions of properties, businesses, shutting of life and all of that by terrorists invited by themselves to their region that have wreaked havoc on innocent people simply because they said they are looking for the IPOB members. The destruction, the ruins, the lives lost are not too expensive for them, I believe. But whatever it is, I remember those who have used the sit at home as their own way of peaceful protest. If I don't go out, maybe you won't kill me. If I stay inside my house, would you come and arrest me for why am I not going out? Now, they said until the release of Nnamdi Kanu, there will be weekly, every Monday shutdown, which will be sit at home. You and I can always, probably if you don't agree with that, I understand. Number one, if you are a Biafran and you disagree with that, maybe I don't understand how you feel, right? But again, it seems that those who believe in those commands, they are in the majority. Trust me, they are in the majority. And wherever this is implemented, wherever all these places that this have been implemented, we have seen how much compliance with, the people were. Now they said, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, kidnapped by Nigeria. Nigeria committed a crime against the leader of the people of the indigenous people of Biafra. And they said, we won't come out to come and fight you to release our leader, but we'll send our voice strong, loud, clear through our action. Truly, truly, Baba, everybody is scared there now. And I like that. For whatever sacrifices that people want to pay to show that Biafra is their destiny, is their money, is their business. Okay? I'm a Yoruba man. And if you're a Yoruba man, I will advise you, you should worry less about their sit at home. Okay? You should worry more about your own people who have been enslaved so badly that today we have many of us who are refugees in Benin Republic. That should worry you. That should concern you. That the Biafrans want to sit at home or they want to sit in their shop shouldn't worry you if you are not a Biafran. But if you're a Biafran who doesn't believe in this, if you like, go and open your own shop. I don't think anybody will come after you. Okay? However, for those who are going to comply, to send that strong message, you won't be the first, but trust me, it is a very, very potent tool. If you have heard about Mahatma Gandhi, you remember him? That was his famous, his own famous protest style. He tells people to sit it out. You know what I mean? They sit out. Whereby the people, workers won't go to work. Everybody will just sit it out. Or people will just walk out from their different places of work and all of that. In compliance, this made the people who believe they are so powerful that they can control everybody. They can, they can do and undo. Nobody can touch them. It made them feel so powerless. Because, well, if you want to sack us, we don't want to do this, then we'll walk away. If we're going to lose money, we'll lose money. We don't care, but we'll walk away. This is a very, very potent tool that even tyrants are afraid of. See how they are going to be running over their heads now. Anything you can do to force them to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, and for his own private examiner, a medical examiner, to examine him. Yes, anything you can do to make it happen. Okay, you have always been non-violent, and I admire you for that. They've done so much to put you into violence, in picking up arms and facing them. Upon all the provocation, upon all of this, you still remain very resolute and peaceful. I respect that as Biafrans. They might go out there to say, well, the IPOB is prescribed. You know, IPOB is only prescribed in Nigeria, where the Fulani terrorists are in charge of government, and everybody who is standing up against the Fulani oligarch and the Fulani terrorist is considered an enemy. And in fact, you can be declared a terrorist too. Just yesterday, they said they were going to declare, they are asking Bokwari to help them declare a Fere Yoruba socio-political group, to declare them as a terrorist organization by an organization that we didn't know until Bokwari came to power. This is who they are. So, whatever you can do to force them to bring him out, anything you can do, do it. There's no sacrifice that is ever